the gentle angel, the frivolous playboy, the wolf in sheep's clothing. If you had to take a wild guess as to who these phrases were describing, what would it be? Maybe a celebrity crush like Pedro Pascal or Robert Pattinson, or a K-pop star, or maybe a TikToker. I don't know what the kids are into these days, but apparently this game does, because those phrases describe the quote, 12 greatest men in history. The gentle angel, that's Vincent van Gogh. The frivolous playboy, Arthur Conan Doyle. The wolf in sheep's clothing, why, that's Isaac Newton, of course. I feel like they could have come up with something more clever for Newton, maybe like, his gravitational pull is difficult to resist. But I digress. The goal of the game is to survive a month living under the same roof as these deadly handsome men. Because in this game, of course, they are all vampires. With a cast that includes William Shakespeare, Napoleon, Leonardo da Vinci, and just Sebastian from Black Butler, this game is sure to be a banger. So let's dive in. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this, I'm gonna be real with you. Let's watch the opening video. Chance encounter in the Louvre leads you into a mansion full of some of the greatest men from history. But there's a twist. They're vampires, and they're out for blood. Your blood. Can you survive a month living under the same roof as these deadly handsome men, or will you give in to temptation? Isaac's secret. Oh my god, it's Isaac Newton. Guys, I'm gonna try to fall in love with Isaac Newton. I feel like he's the right one for me. Paris, France, modern day. The Musée du Louvre. The Louvre, sparkling with dappled light reflected from Pei's pyramid, was breathtaking. Yes, we love the museum. We love it. I was a travel agent from Tokyo and a travel blogger on the side. I love to travel. The food, the languages, the architecture. Wow, it's the Louvre. I've seen this before on Google Images. Continuing onward, I found the coronation. It was so large, I thought I could step through it into another world. It takes up the whole wall. I would not say that. I don't speak in public like that. Did you know it's the second largest painting in the Louvre? No, I did not. He spoke French like a native. His outfit, finished with a long beige overcoat, suggested wealth and class. He looks like a man out of time, as if he stepped out of one of the paintings. He's kind of mid. But continue. Pardon, monsieur? I wasn't an object in this museum to be examined. Then the gentleman uncurled his hand so I could see what he held. Is it money? I hope it's money. I knew it. This earring belongs to you. An earring? I touched my ears. One of my studs was missing. I happened to spot it as it fell. I was looking for the chance to return it to you. Okay, slay. Thank you very much. It's a shame there's no mirror here to help you put it back on. What? Shall I help you restore it to its proper place? That way you won't lose it again. No, do not touch me. I had accepted the intimate offer before I realized what— okay, whatever. Oh, he's been zoomed in, and the image quality decreased. There, I believe your earring is secured. Thank you, kind sir. The gentleman stepped away with a perfectly natural smile. Whatever spell I imagined myself to be under was broken. Oh wait, did he like enchant me because he's a vampire? Is that what's happening? Did he use like a mind trick on me? Oh no, that's a Jedi thing. I don't think vampires can do that. Is he a vampire Jedi? Oh my god, that would be so cool. I hope this isn't Isaac Newton. If it is, I'd be very sad. The gentleman left me, heading down the gallery toward the Mona Lisa, I assumed. Ah, we love the Mona Lisa. She's our bestie. It's been an hour and a half? Where did the time go? I guess I should rethink my article. I should at least see the Mona Lisa while I'm here. That can be my last stop. Wait, are we gonna meet Leonardo da Vinci? Oh, guys, I'm actually stupid. I just understood what happened. Because we were standing in front of the painting that had Napoleon in it. So that was Napoleon. And now we're gonna go to the Mona Lisa and we're gonna meet Leonardo da Vinci. I understand. I understand what's happening. I hurried down the same corridor the gentleman had taken. This door. Is this some kind of exhibit? I don't think this was on the map. What's behind it? Maybe a staff room? What is this, Planet Zoo? Planet Coaster? I'll just see what's in here. Oh my god, animation. I think I've wandered into a storage area, but instead of turning around, I found myself drawn further in. You know, if they left the door unlocked, then it's like fair game. Also, sometimes you find interesting stuff. Like I was at a museum once and I opened a random door and I found like some supplies stored away. I was like, neato. Anyways, I encourage it. It was like I was in a dream. My feet were moving without me, walking toward a light at the end of the long, long hallway. What if this game really is one of those where it's like, oh, it was all a dream? I'll be so sad. I wish these people were real. I began to run, running just so I could get out of this place. Why don't you turn around? Oh my god. A force took hold of me before I reached the light. I gasped, fought, and broke free. Oh my god, it is the Force. They are Jedi. Aha! Oh wait, she said, ah! The light flared, enveloping everything. I squeezed my eyes shut. It didn't help. I kept them shut tight until the light returned to normal. When I opened them, where am I? Impossible. These hallways can't be connected. But they have to be, don't they? I pushed aside a floor-length crimson curtain. Innumerable stars flecked the midnight blue sky like paint flecks on a canvas, a portrait of a laughing crescent moon. Dang, whoever wrote this popped off. How can it be night? What time is it? I pulled out my cell phone. 2:20 p.m. exactly. Interesting. Okay. There's an explanation for this. There has to be. I'll retrace my steps. That's it. But when I turned around, everything was white. My world was gone. A rush of air. Someone was behind me. Oh my god. Is it Isaac Newton? It was a shadow. It grabbed me by the arm and enveloped me like a dark embrace. Oh. I fought the shadow's hold, but nothing I did could budge it. Fingers slid down my neck, pushed my hair aside, and stopped at my throat. No. Are we gonna die? Are we already gonna die? We have been playing this game for 2 seconds. Let me have a drink. No thanks. I was back in the hallway, alone, standing exactly where I'd been a second ago. Was any of that real? Turning around, I saw to my relief the same door I'd entered in the Louvre. Come on, open! I put my shoulder into it. Nothing. No matter what I did, I wouldn't move. What are you doing there? Who's there? Oh my god, it's one of the vampires. Stop. I feel like now is a good time to mention that I don't think I've ever played a dating sim before. Maybe the KFC one when it came out. But does that count? No. Prologue, Chapter 1. What are you doing there? It was a man with jet black hair, tips as silver as the stars outside. Oh my god, wait. Who is this? Is this Leonardo da Vinci? It better not be. That isn't right. Pardon? Do you know how to open this door? I'm trying to get back to the museum. He just zooms in. Okay. Just what are you? Maybe we're a vampire. Or a Jedi. I haven't decided which one these people are yet. I'm still holding out for Jedi, though. From down the hall, I heard the soft click of the heels of fine Oxford shoes. No, it better not be that ugly man again. I swear to God. Excuse me. The dark-haired man clapped a hand over my mouth and swept me into his arms. Ew. He pulled me behind the long curtains, hiding us, his back flat against the wall. Is he hiding me or himself? I would be fine. I would simply not die. I trembled in his arms. I would not. Half shadowed, half illuminated in the moonlight, he was a living painting in chiaroscuro. That's a vocab word right there. I still don't know what's going on here, but he's not lying to me. How do we know this? Oh, because he's pretty. Pretty privilege. What are we hiding from? The man coming down the hallway? Why? After a moment, the dark-haired man spoke. Wait, can he read our mind? Oh, that would be so metal. I hope he can. They're gone. Oh, I guess he can't read our mind. I'll answer your questions later. You need to escape before the others find you. What others? There better not be more men. We'd better run. Don't let go of my hand. Didn't we just try running away? Okay, whatever. I held his hand tight. If someone could get me out of this, I thought it would be him. By Jove, what's this? He'd blocked off our exit in the smoothest of fashions, and his eyes fastened on me with obvious fascination. Kill him. Do we have a stake somewhere? Can we go all Buffy on him? That would be great. Scrumptious, am I? He's British, isn't he? We hate the British. Shout out to everyone who's British. Sorry, but I feel for you. That's unfortunate. My savior interposed himself between me and the colorful flirt. So, okay, on the left we have a British man. On the right we have a pirate K-pop boy fusion hybrid. I feel like there's an obvious winner here. I don't know, that's just me. Why do you want to help her escape? Let's bring her to the banquet. I guess he's British, so I should be doing a British accent. Why do you want to help her escape? Let's bring her to the banquet. Anyways, never doing that again. A man dressed in butler's garb entered the hallway. It is time for supper. They're gathering in the dining room now, if you please. You too, mademoiselle. No thank you. I mean, I've read Greek mythology before. I know that as soon as you eat the food, then you're trapped there. So let's try to make sure not to eat anything. I'm not planning on staying for supper, but the lord of the manor is awaiting you. Well, shut up. I don't care about him. How does he know I'm here? You can ask him yourself at supper. Or will you refuse his invitation after so rudely invading his house? Oh my god. We are getting kidnapped. Right now, they're doing literal manipulation tactics on us. They're trying to guilt us into staying there and feel like we owe them something. I wanted to tell him it was an accident, yet I knew that was just an excuse. No, she's getting... she's falling for it. This is so sad. The lord of this manor can tell me how to get back to the Louvre. The best thing to do is be polite until then. I followed the butler closely, mentally mapping the route we took, just in case. The other 2 men followed behind me. I can't just run about the place trying doors. That's what got me here. I would 100% do that again. I don't even care. As we walked, I heard the dainty, frolicking keys of a piano. The melody grew louder as we approached a door. Sounds like Wolfie's in a sprightly mood. Shut up, never speak again. Wolfie, is that who's playing the piano? It's just stopped. That's kind of creepy. Ahem, I know that you are in there. Come join us in the dining room. The piano stopped, cut short. The door opened, revealing a man who remained firmly entrenched on the other side. Go away. Soleil! Oh, I like him already. I hope we can be besties. Actually, just kidding. We're trying to escape. I don't want to be besties with anyone here. Why was everyone being so loud? It's her fault, isn't it? Oh my god. Are we really gonna get into a cat fight right here, right now? My fault? I don't know why I'm here. I'm supposed to be at the museum. Who cares? Why don't you just go back then? So true, so real. Unless you enjoy the idea of being everyone's food. Food? I must have misheard him. He took the staircase down, his cold voice hanging like notes in the air around us. Oh, that was the end of chapter 2. All right, let's continue. It was the gentleman who'd found my earring back in the Musée de Louvre. How do you actually say that in French? Musée du Louvre. Is he the lord of the manor? I certainly thought he was princely. There are no monarchs in France. That's why they had that whole revolution thing. Before I could ask the gentleman the way out, my dark-haired savior stepped between us. She says she came here through your door. Did you bring her? Her arrival is just as surprising to me. You've been very kind, but I really can't stay. I've got an itinerary to keep. Oh no, that's not good. I'm afraid the answers you seek will only confuse you more. So he is a Jedi. This isn't the place for a long discussion, however. Would you join me for dinner? A long discussion? Does that door lead outside? The answer is either yes or no. Wow. See, the writer even knew that I would be questioning this nonsense. Though I guess if you're playing this game, you want to stay with the vampires. But like, I've had enough already. I've seen what they are. Oh, but we haven't met Isaac Newton yet. Ugh, fine. I will continue, if just for Isaac. Tonight's banquet is a rare occasion for us, but afterwards I will answer all your questions. S'il vous plaît. I don't want to eat at your banquet, no thank you. The gentleman from Paris's dining room was that of a palace. 4 men were already seated. Oh yeah, the pianist. He seemed to be holding to his earlier statement. He looked unhappy to be here. Good for him. There were 2 men sitting together, some distance from the pianist. Oh? Who are these people? Are these Vincent and Theodore? I feel like they probably are. The pale-haired brother had the opposite attitude of his short-tempered sibling. Is he missing an ear? I don't think he is. Then what is the point? There was salvation in his smile. He looked like the paintings of the angels I'd seen in the museum. Oh my god, he's the gentle angel. I see it. We have a guest? Oh my god, wait, he has an apple. I think it's Isaac Newton. The 4th man, who had a youthful face, raised his head, finally noticing our arrival. He'd been studying the tablecloth as far as I could see. He got the briefest look at me before returning to thread counting. No one here wants to be in this room. Wherever you are, have you considered sitting down? Oh my god, never mind. Maybe we don't like Isaac Newton. Newt, old boy, you do care. It's the British bloke again. Newt? Question mark? Newt placed his hands on the table as though to push to his feet. I heard a sharp clap behind me. Let's be seated. There's a few empty chairs, but we'll have to start the toast without them. We hate them, I guess. Like, he made a big deal of grabbing everyone else, but he's like, oh, the rest of them don't care. The gentleman raised a glass of golden champagne and toast to good health. I didn't join the gentleman in his toast. I didn't touch my glass of champagne. Okay, good. So we're at least on the same page of if we eat the food, then we're definitely trapped there. I didn't feel like joining in. Too much didn't make sense. Who are all these men? I haven't been introduced to anybody. They were all from different countries. Was this an international meeting of some kind? Guys, they've literally reinvented Italia. It is the nature of time that Italia will always be reinvented over and over and over again. Let us toast to tonight's most glorious and miraculous encounter. Sante. Unable to refuse such a direct toast, I responded, looking in his eyes as I touched my glass to his. Do not drink it, I swear to God. Just like throw it over your shoulder. He finished his champagne. Feeling guilty, I took a sip of mine. It tasted wonderful. Say goodbye, everybody. I'll be insulting him if I don't eat, and everything looks so good. I tried the terrine, pheasant with fresh basil. It tasted as exquisite as it looked. See, the screen even went black. It knows this is not a good thing. By all appearances, it was a perfectly pleasant evening. Wasn't this just the sort of romantic adventure I arranged for people? No, clearly this is a kidnapping, bro. When the gentleman spoke, Everyone stopped their quiet chatter and gave him their attention. I believe we should take this opportunity to introduce ourselves to our guest. Oh my god, finally! We're already on the 3rd chapter. Alright, here's the issue, guys. I am hungry, and also, I'm having trouble following the story. Should we A, stop here and come back later, or B, continue on? We can do one more chapter, just one more. Prologue, Chapter 3. I believe we should take this opportunity to introduce ourselves to our guest. You already said that. I will start us off. Everyone has taken to calling me Comte de Saint-Germain. Who is that? Oh no. The Count of Saint-Germain. He an adventurer with an interest in science, alchemy, and the arts. He was arrested in London. He hates the British? Maybe he's okay. Oh, he claimed to be a son of the Prince of Transylvania. Oh, I guess that's why he's in the vampire game. Oh, he just lied a bunch. Okay, so this guy is a fraud and also maybe a vampire. I respect it, actually. You know what? Good hustle. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Shut up. Next, he turned to his servant, my hard-working butler and the chef of tonight's excellent banquet, Sebastian. Shout out to Sebastian. We love Black Butler, even though I've never seen it. A butler named Sebastian? How typical is that? Except I recognize your accent, Sebastian. It's the same as mine. So is she saying that he's a cosplayer? He's just pretending to be Sebastian? Okay. You're Japanese, and I'm willing to bet Sebastian isn't your real name. He's just a cosplayer. He's at a convention. I wasn't expecting someone like you to turn up here. I hope we can be friends. I'm Vincent van Gogh. I'm a painter. It's nice to meet you. A painter named Vincent van Gogh? Is the theme of tonight's banquet pseudonyms? Oh, I should have made up a fun one. What historical figure would I be? I'd be one of the emus from the Great Emu War. I'd be like emu number 212 or something. And this is my little brother. Go on, Theo, introduce yourself. Theodorus van Gogh. I'm an art dealer. Don't confuse me with Vincent. Okay, Theo, we won't, don't worry. My intro's over, so don't expect to get anything else from me. Okay, slay. I wasn't. Why does everyone here suck? Well, I guess we're all here against our will. No one wants to be here. I hope I turn into a vampire in the end. That would be cool. I looked to the next in line. Oh, it's Isaac Newton. I'm Isaac. Isaac Newton. Oh, so your name's Isaac? Nice to meet you. This is like just normal. Wait, should that be Sir Isaac? Just then, I heard one of the windows rising. To my surprise, someone was coming in from outside. Well, would you look at that? I'm a little late, aren't I? In we go. Oh, hello there, young one. Why, I'm happy to see you here. How's dinner? Dinner sucks, bro. I just ate the Fae food and I'm trapped here forever and ever. It's good. Yeah, accurate. He nonchalantly took the seat next to Isaac, who immediately slid away from him. I'm Osamu Dazai, just a poor writer struggling to make his way in the world. Oh yes, I know you. I had to read you in my high school classical literature class. I looked back at the Van Gogh brothers. It was Vincent who had started this weird chain of nonsense names. Who are these people? I mean, really? Okay, so at this point there are two leading theories. Theory number one is that they are literally the people they say they are, and because they're vampires, they've lived that long. But that theory is boring. Theory number two, I feel like, is more supported because the guy who is quote-unquote Sebastian is clearly like cosplaying as Sebastian from Black Butler. So I guess all these people just like chose their names, and they are vampires, but they live in the Louvre, so they just went around and chose their favorite paintings and then called themselves after the authors of those paintings. That is my theory, and I feel like that theory is correct. It would be more fun, though, if they were actually the historical figures, because then you could, like, ask them stuff. They're literally the smartest men of their time. I get it now. Oh no, what is she gonna say? This must be for one of those reality segments they run on morning TV. That wasn't even in my theory list. But they need my written permission for that. Besides, why rent out such a grand mansion for a variety skit? And in Paris? That didn't make any sense at all. Now, I regretted drinking the champagne. Had there been something in it? Probably. It's probably drugged. Never mind. Who's next? Surprise me. Are we just gonna ignore that she was like, I figured it out? Everyone just stays silent. Like no one says anything. Skipping several empty chairs brought us to the coldly beautiful pianist. At the very least, this can't be a joke because this one would never play along. Her face. I wish that we could see the main character's face. She's just gonna be like, hello, Mozart. It was strange that the man who hated parties would join in on this silly game. Oh, and lest we forget, the flirt. Oh, the British man. Who else was British? I guess there was What were the options? Shakespeare, Arthur Conan Doyle, Isaac Newton is British. I forget the rest of the cast. It better not be Arthur Conan Doyle though. I'll be so upset. Oh my god, why? Hold on, what did he look like in real life? Oh, why do none of these men have facial hair? I'm speechless. Actually speechless. I wasn't gonna grace that with an answer. We hate him already. Only one man was left. Oh, I forgot about him. I hope that this is Changbin from Stray Kids. You know, he's a historical figure. He kind of looks like, well, no, he doesn't really look like him. For some reason, I'd instantly trusted him more than anyone else here. Would he lie to me too? Yes.
Napoleon.
No. Oh no! He's Napoleon? I'm actually devastated. Why couldn't he be Shakespeare? The charismatic ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, you know, okay. That's all I have to say about this game. It's just, number one, why? Number two, the plot is surprisingly good. I am slightly invested. I want to know who these people are and why they have decided to be quirky. If the audio, like, cuts out randomly during this video, just know it's because I was crying and or laughing and, you know, I was having a time of it. Let me know if we should continue with this. I don't know if I can handle it, but if the people demand it, I will. But for now, I think this is where we'll stop. And thanks for joining me, I guess. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay, but Napoleon? I mean, I can see it. He's kind of, you know,